morning. In this syllabus we completed a dictionary is a mapping. Dictionary is a collection of counters, looping and dictionaries. Next topic is reverse lookup. Here what is meant by the lookup means a dictionary operation that takes a key and finds the corresponding value, that is called a here lookup. In this dictionary it is a key value pair. It is represented by the key value pair. Already we learned in last class. Reverse lookup. Here what is meant by the reverse lookup means a dictionary operation that takes a value and finds one or more keys that map to it. Next point is here, for example, dictionary, you take a dictionary D and a key K. It is easy to find the corresponding value V equal to dictionary D of K. This operation is called a lookup here. Here dictionary D and a key K, it is easy to find the corresponding value V, D of K. This operation is called a lookup. Next, here this is the example. It is a function. It takes the value and returns the first key and it maps to that of value. For example, here you take def. Have to define a function here. This function name is reverse lookup. D comma V. In this dictionary it is a value. For K in D, key value in dictionary. If D of K equal to V, here if D of K equal to V means here dictionary of key equal to value, return K. You have to return K. Here this is the function. It takes the value and returns the first key and it maps to that value. Next, here is the raise. The output is raise value error. How it means here? You have to define a reverse lookup here. D comma V. D in this dictionary you have to take a value here. For key value in dictionary, if D of K equal to V, now return K. How to return K? It is the raise return K. How to raise value error. Here this function, it is the search pattern. Here it uses a feature. Here this statement causes an exception. Means here in this case it causes a value error. Means here it indicates that is something wrong with the value of a parameter. That's why we got the value error. Next point is if we get to the end of a loop, that means V does not appear in the dictionary. As a value. On that time we raise an exception. Here another example is here. We take H equal to histogram. In this histogram, we give the parameter is parrot. Here K equal to reverse lookup of H comma 2. Here K equal to reverse lookup of H comma 2. Print K. Here H comma 2. H means here in this H equal to histogram of parrot. Here K equal to reverse lookup of H comma 2. Reverse lookup H comma 2. Print K. Here it takes the array, means here 0 comma 1 comma 2. 0 1 2 means here in this H it's stored parrot, PARROT. Here it's stored like that. 0 in H of 0 equal to P, H of 1 equal to A, H of 2 equal to R. That's why we got the output is R. Print K equal to R. And this is the successful reverse lookup. Next, unsuccessful. How we get the unsuccessful reverse lookup means here, for example, K equal to reverse lookup H comma 3. Here in this line 1, line 5 in reverse lookup, value error. Here the result when you this raise an exception here, it is same as when Python raises one. It prints traceback and error message. Traceback, it runs error message, means here parrot, P-A-R-R-O-T, P-A-R-R-O-T. Here in this P-A-R-R-O-T 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Already we print the R here, 0, 1, 2, 3. In reverse also R we get. That's why it is unsuccessful here. In K equal to reverse lookup H comma 2. 2 means if you print K R here. Next here K equal to reverse lookup H comma 3. Again the print K means H comma 3 means here traceback most recent call cost here. Have to find at the line 1 in line 5 in reverse lookup value error. Line 5 is reverse lookup value error 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a value error. Next the result when you raise an exception is same as the when Python raises one. It prints a traceback and an error message. It prints a traceback and an error message. Next here next point is the raise statement takes a detailed error message of an optional argument here. Here next point is the raise statement takes a detailed error message as an optional argument here. For example, how to raise value error. Value does not appear in the dictionary. Here value does not appear in the dictionary. Here traceback. It here value does not appear in the dictionary. In the dictionary value is not there. Value is not there. That is why it get the error here. Here a reverse lookup, it is much slower than the forward lookup. Reverse lookup is much slower than the forward lookup here. Here the dictionary gets big, the performance of our program will suffer. Here the dictionary we get big. On that time the performance of our program will suffer here. Next topic is dictionaries and list. In this dictionaries and list can appear as values in a dictionary. Here we create a dictionary that maps from frequencies to letters. List can appear as values in a dictionary. How to create a dictionary that maps from frequencies to letters. Since there might be several letters with the same frequency. Here each value in the inverted dictionary should be the list of letters. Next this is the example for the inverted dictionary. For example, we take here def. How to define a function invert dict of D. Have to inverse equal to dict for key in D. Next value equal to D of key. Value equal D of key. If val not in reverse, inverse of val equal to key. Else inverse of val dot append of key. Append means you have to add that value. Have to add that in that list. That is called append method. By using this append method, have to add the value in that list. Return inverse. Here you have to define a function invert dict of D. Next Inverse equal to dict dictionary function for key in D. For key in D, val equal to D of key. Val equal to D of key. If val not in inverse, inverse of val equal to key, else inverse of val dot have to append a, have to add that key value in that dictionary, written inverse, next. Next point here, each time through the loop key gets a key from D. Means here each time through the loop we are working in the through loop. Here every time key gets a key from dictionary only, and val gets the corresponding value. Here if the value is not inverse here, that means here we have not seen it before. This value is not seen in before on the time, so we create a new value and you have to initialize it with a singleton. Singleton means here a list that contains a single element only. Here if value is not inverse, that means we have not seen it before here, so on the time we create a new item and have to initialize it with a singleton. Singleton means a list that contains a single element. Otherwise we have seen this value before. So we append the corresponding key to the list. Next, this is the another example for that inverse. Here it take here hist equal to histogram of parrot. Print hist. Here it take the a value, means alphabetical order. Here a 1, p 1, next r 2, next t 1, o in inverse. I means here inverse. Here 1 a only one time we repeat, a is one time, p repeat only one time, next r repeat two times, here t repeat only one time, o repeat only one time. This is the example. This is the output for this program. Next we work in inverse function. Inverse equal to invert dict of hist. In that hist we have parrot. You have to print inverse. Means here the group of letters in one time. Means here one only one time repeat. The letters are APTO. After that comma two times will be repeated are only R. Here this is the example of inverse. Inverse means a list that contains a single element in inverse. This is the example. Hist equal to histogram of parrot. PARROT I gave here. For that parrot you have to print hist. Means only A will be repeat only one time, P will be repeat only one time, R will be repeat two times, T will be repeat only one time, O repeat will be one. This is the inverse function. You have to work inverse function like this. Invert dict of hist. Print inverse. One time means only one time will be repeated these letters A, P, T, O. Next two will be two times will be repeated only R. Next. This is the state diagram. Here dict. In this dict here APRTO parrot means it is written in alphabetical order. A only one time, P will be one time, R will be two times, T will be one time, O will be one time. Invert function only one. We take the only key values here. Only we take the key values here 1, 2. Only one will be repeated. O A P T O. AP, the list is like this. The list is stored is like this. A list of 0, A 1, 2, 3 like this. Next list of 0 equal to R. They have to save, have to store in this list like this. 1 of 0 A, 1 of 1 P, 1 of 2 T, 1 of 3 O like this. Next 2 of 0 equal to R. Like this will be stored. That is this is the state diagram for the inverted function. Next point here, a state diagram showing the hist and inverse. Here a dictionary, it is represented as box here with the type. A dictionary is represented as box here. This is the box hist. Next, this is the invert function. Next, here and the key value pairs inside here. If the values are integers, floats or strings, you usually draw them inside a box only. Here, but we usually draw list outside the box. Here, that is the diagram, simple like that. Next one is next point is list can be values in a dictionary. This is the example but means list can be values in the dictionary. This is the example. In list we don't have keys. In dictionary only we have key values pair. Depend upon keys only the values will be stored here. For example, here t equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, t equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, d equal to dict, d equal to dict, d of t equal to oops, d of t equal to oops. Means what will we get error here means trace back most recent call log. This is the error what is the meaning of this error means here d equal dict of means dict in the dictionary we give the keys, but in this list only values will be stored in this. That's why we got the error here. The list objects are unhashable. That is the type error here. The dictionary is implemented by using this hash table. The keys have to be a hashable. Next point is a hash is a function that takes a value and returns an integer. A hash is a function, it takes a value and returns an integer. Next point is dictionaries use these integers called hash values. Dictionaries use these integers called hash values to store and look up key value pairs. Here dictionaries use these integers called hash values to store and look up key value pairs. Next one, next topic is here memos. Next topic is memos. What is meant by memo? What is meant by memo means here a computed value stored to avoid unnecessary future computation. That is called here memo. It is a computed value. It is stored to avoid unnecessary future calculation. Computation means here calculation here. Have to avoid that. Next point is, for example, here if you played with the Fibonacci function, that the longer that function it take to run here. This is the figure in this figure it call graph. This is called call graph. This runtime increases very quickly. Here it take the Fibonacci of n equal to 4. Fibonacci of n equal to 4 means Fibonacci of 4. Here in this 4, Fibonacci of 3, Fibonacci of 2 is stored. Next Fibonacci of in this 3, 2, 1. In this 2, 1, 0. 2 in this 2, 1, 0. Like this runtime increases very quickly. Means this is the value stored to avoid unnecessary future computation. Next, here to understand that figure which shows the call graph here. This figure it shows the call graph here with the n equal to 4 here. Here a call graph it shows a set of function frames. This is called frames. These are the frames. Next, with lines connecting each frame to the frames. These are the frames. These are the connections with each frame to the frames of the functions it calls. At the top of the graph, Fibonacci n equal to 4 calls Fibonacci with n equal to 3 and n equal to 2. Likewise, Fibonacci n equal to 3 calls Fibonacci n equal to 2 and n equal to 1 and so on. N equal to 4 it calls the 3, 4, 2. In 3, n equal to 3 it calls 2, 1. Likewise, it will be called. Next, here count. You have to count many times. You have to count how many times Fibonacci of 0 and Fibonacci of 1 are called here. Here, this is an inefficient solution to the problem here. It gets the argument gets better here. Next, this is the solution. The track of values already we computed by storing them in the dictionary. Here the previously computed value here, it is stored for later use. Means here already we stored some of the calculated value, it is stored for later use. That is called here memo. It is called here memo. Here for example, here it is a memoized version here, Fibonacci known as 0011. 0011. It is a memoized version for the Fibonacci known. Fibonacci known means Fibonacci means 0, known means 1, 0. Next Fibonacci we take the 1 value, known means 1 value. How to memorize like this. Means here that is stored for later use. That is called here memo. That is called here memo. Next. For example, we take the in function we have to define a Fibonacci of n. This is the Fibonacci of numbers. If n is known, how to return known of n. Next res equal to result. Res means here result equal Fibonacci of n minus 1 plus Fibonacci of n minus 2. Known n equal to res means you take here define Fibonacci of 4 in known. In this known you have to return 4. It is not known, res Fibonacci of 4 minus 1, 3. Next plus Fibonacci of 4 minus 2, 2. Like this the value the working this function. Known in dictionary, the track of Fibonacci numbers is already known here. It starts with 2 items here, 0 maps to 0, 1 maps to 1. Here wherever the Fibonacci is called, it checks known. If the result is already there here, it can return immediately. Otherwise here you have to calculate the new value and you have to add to dictionary and return it. Here what is the meaning of this? What is the how we work this program is, in Fibonacci is called, it checks known value here. If the result is already there, it can return immediately. Otherwise it is compute the new value and it add to the dictionary and return it. Next topic is here global variables. Next topic is global variables. In this global variables you have to create the outside the function here. That special frame is called the main. That special function is called the main here. In this main, variables in this main, these are sometimes also called as global because they can be accessed from any function. Unlike local variables, when their function ends here, global variables from one function call to the next. Here it is common to use global variables for flags, that is boolean variable that indicate the flag whether it is condition is true or not. Here for example, the some programs use a flag named here verbose. Flag named here verbose to control the level of detail in the output. Here verbose equal to true. Next for example, take the example 1 is the function name here. If verbose print running example 1. If you have to try to reassign a global variable, here this is the example, being called equal to false here, def example 2, being called equal to true, means this is wrong, this is called wrong, means already here been called equal to false, this call like this. Here has been called equal to false. How to define been called equal to, it is a wrong. Here the problem is that example to create say new local variable name being called. Here the local variable goes away and the function ends. It is not, means the in this local variable when the function ends, on the time there is no effect of the global variable, but it does not end. That's why we get the problem here. To reassign a global variable inside a function, we declare a global variable before we use it here. Here, to reassign a global variable inside a function, we have to declare the global variable before we use it here. Bean called equal to false. Have to define a example to here, global bean called. Here bean called equal to true. That is the you have to declare a global variables before we use it. Next, here the global statement tells the interpreter in this function when I say bean call, this is the global variable, don't create a local one. Here interpreter says like this, it is a global variable, it don't create a local one, don't create a local one like that. Here this is the example, it tries to update a global variable, it tries to update a global variable. Here count equal to 0, here count equal to 0. To define a example 3, define a example 3 here, count equal to count plus 1, count equal to count plus 1. Here you have to run like this is a wrong. Here this is the local error, local error means count referenced here before assignment, count reference before assignment here. Here Python assumes that count is local, here the count is local means here which means that we are reading it before writing it, which means that we are reading it before writing it. Next point here, next point, the solution again to declare the count global, declare the count global. You have to define example 3, global count, count plus equal to 1. Here the global value is mutable, we can modify it without declaring it, we can modify it without declaring it. Known equals 0, 0 is to 0, 1 is to 1. Example 4, if a global variable is mutable, we can modify it without declaring it here. Known equal to 0 is to 0, 1 is to 1. The another example is known of 2 equal to 1, known of 2 equal to 1 means here count of count plus 1, 0 plus 1, 1. Next count equal to 1 here, 1 plus 1, 2, like this, known of 2 equal to 1. Here if the global variable is mutable, here we can modify it without declaring this variable, known equal to 0 is to 0, 1 is to 1. You have to define a example 4, known 2 equal to 1, known 2 equal to 1. Next.